everyone, welcome back to my channel, Disney Princess Hannah, with the one and only Princess Chloe joining me again.
Hello.
For some princess tea talk. Even though this is a tea, this is just answering questions that you asked, because I'm going to make a series all about our job and our life
and our journeys
as princesses. So let's get started. So our first question is, do they make you sing? It's optional.
Yeah.
Yes and no. For certain people, it kind of like depends on you as a performer. So like from us, yes, we sing. In terms of like, do they? We make ourselves.
Well, the kids asked us to sing.
Yeah,
like,
if they mean the kids, yeah, the kids ask us to sing. But you don't have to. You know, if you're having a rough day, you can be like, sorry, I don't know what they'd say. Let me think of an example, like Snow White.
Oh, my voice is a little rusty today, so I'm gonna have to decline that offer, but we can sing together if you like.
Like something like that, you know? You can decline the offer to sing, but we usually do it.
Yeah.
So that's the answer to that question. How do you go about working the larger costumes, such as Bella Rapunzel, with the wig? That must be quite heavy.
The Rapunzel wig isn't actually that heavy.
The way that it's fitted is that it supports on the shoulder and it goes down at the back.
Yeah.
So it's not like extremely uncomfortable.
No. You don't even feel it.
Yeah, it's not really that heavy, I'd say. Once you're used to it, pretty easy. Plus, you can connect it to the costume. So sometimes we'll connect it here and then we'll connect it here. So it can't swing around or move. It's literally fitted to your costume. So you're not actually like having to hold the weight. The costume's holding the weight, so. Next question. Presuming that you won't be doing this job forever due to age, etc., do you have any goals for if and when you decide to stop being a princess?
Not specifically, no. I'd like to get into, like, obviously performing, acting, like, sort of thing, but nothing, like, specifically, like, oh, I want to do this and this in here, where, but, like, no, not specifically.
I have very specific goals.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want to continue running the company. I really want to grow it into something bigger. And even when I'm like 60, I want to be like the fairy godmother and having like all the little princesses going out. I want to like run the whole thing. So this is definitely something I want to do forever. I put so much into it already. I like to think about how much I could have come by the time I'm like 30. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I also really want to be a tattoo artist alongside this. That's something that I'm getting into at the moment, which is like something you wouldn't expect a princess to also do, but it's something that I've always been passionate about. I've always really loved body modifications and art, so I'm definitely going to go into being a tattoo artist as well as studying musical theatre, hopefully, and going into that, whether it be like costumes, sets, like acting, performing itself. I love every aspect of musical theatre and theatre in general. So yeah, I fully aspire to do all of those things. Everything.
All of it.
Even if they seem really like mishmash, like tattooing, princessing. Gonna do it though! What do you love the most about what you do?
Being able to put your own creative spin on things that you wouldn't in a normal job.
That's a really good answer.
You can do anything you want because, you know, it's your company. You can, you know, there's no rules, really.
Think about what I love the most. I mean, it's kind of the same as like the best thing about it.
Yeah.
But like specifically, I love getting to become the character that I love so much. And I love getting to play someone that is the total opposite of me.
It's fun. It's
a really good form of escapism, and I love making people happy. I love it when like you're talking to the kids and then you look at like the parents' reactions when they're like genuinely happy.
I'm like,
that is like the sweetest thing. Love. That is so cute. Are the parents of the children you entertain difficult to work with? Not difficult, but sometimes the setting isn't ideal. Like they haven't really prepared very well.
Not really well organised.
Those are the parties that I find a bit like iffy.
You don't know what they're expecting you to do. Like, do you want me to?
Yeah, even though like you explain everything to them prior about what you're doing. Like if they book like just an appearance. And you walk into this party and there's like 30 kids and the adults are just sitting at the side of the room paying no attention to you. And you're kind of just like, well, here here we go. They're not even taking photos or like appreciating that you're there, and it's like
you're paying us to be there, like.
Yeah, I kind
like,
of don't really like that. But I haven't really found any of them difficult to work with. Like we haven't had any really, really demanding clients.
No, they're all really.
We've had like
grateful.
requests.
Yeah,
like we've had requests for like specific performers, like you as Anna. Like she's that great. Everyone wants her as Anna. But I like that in a way. I don't find it difficult.
Yeah.
It can be difficult if they like request a performer that's not available. But I kind of like it when they care enough.
Yeah.
To be a bit more specific and to have things planned and put in place for that. I don't really like it when they like hire you and then they don't care when you arrive. They just kind of leave it you to it, and it's like
come to my party, and then it's like
I'm just gonna ignore them. It's a bit
now.
awkward. Yeah. When you're a princess, do you stay in character until you change, or is it just dressing up as far as it goes? We completely become the characters. It kind of bothers me when people mix cosplay and this.
Yeah, they're very different. Like
it bothers me when like companies go out and they just send out girls in a dress.
Yeah.
They talk normally, they don't act like the princess,
Yeah.
they just wear a dress. We want to be not just girls in dresses, we want to be these characters. So like we go to the extent of like writing 20-page guidebooks on characters. We have like tutorials on how to like move for each character, how to talk for each character. Like you'd think that like Anna and Rapunzel talk the same, but they have different mannerisms, their accents are slightly different.
Yeah.
Movements, like each princess poses differently, each princess signs their name differently, each princess talks differently. It's very specific and quite like intense, I'd say. You have to have like a lot of knowledge on it, so it's definitely not just dressing up, it's completely being an actress,
way
being
more
a performer.
to it than people.
Yeah, I think people think that we just dress up.
Go to a house and be like.
Yeah, but so much goes into it. And I think you have to be a pretty like skilled performer to take on something like this.
You have to be really confident as well.
Yeah,
you
have
don't know what to expect.
You have to, like, you might walk into a party and there'll be like 100 people, and they want you to go up and on stage. You know, like you can get that, or you can get like an intimate party with like 5 kids. But yeah, you have to be prepared for anything. You have to be that character. Like when I get into character, I'm like specifically Snow White. When I become Snow White, Hannah's not there anymore.
She's
I'm
gone.
completely her. Like I move like her, I talk like her. I like replace my memories with the character's memories.
Yeah.
I basically become them.
Step out of yourself and step into someone else.
Because I'm extremely different to every character I've ever played. So yeah. How do you deal with people making you a fetish or sexualizing you? I've dealt with this. I hate this. And it's mainly on Tumblr, shockingly. I've posted a lot of pictures of me as a princess and had really gross blogs, reblog the photos. I just block it, basically.
There's something you can do. You can't stop them from commenting and
Yeah,
sharing.
you can't stop them from doing that, but you know that it's wrong. It's like nothing grosses me out than someone sexualizing a Disney princess. Like an innocent, pure being, you know. Gross. I don't think we've ever like, well, we probably have been sexualized in person. We've dealt with like weird dads and weird granddads. Like I've been kissed on the cheek by a granddad as Belle, and I was not happy about it. But it's just something that you have to like deal with. It's part of the job, I guess. Like the creepy people, and I guess as you know, a woman, you're gonna get that with any job. Like if you're working in a bar.
Yeah.
But it's kind of more humiliating.
Yeah.
When you're playing an innocent princess, it makes
Because you're like, why?
and you can't break character.
Yeah.
So like when this granddad, he did say, oh, I'm gonna give Belle a kiss, and I was like, I don't think the Beast would like that very much, and he still did it. You just kind of have to handle it like the princess would, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not exactly. Like Anna did punch Hans in the face.
Yeah,
which is
wouldn't do
capable
that.
of, but like
You just gracefully be like. Ignore.
Yeah, you concentrate on the kids. That's a really good way out of stuff like that. So yeah, it is something that you just have to kind of take, which sucks. Like you shouldn't have to take stuff like that. Like I hate the world we live in so much. Really, really gross. How long does it take you to get into character?
What, like walking into an event or like getting ready?
Getting ready, I think.
Oh, so getting ready, Makeup wise, depends on who you're doing. So like, I'm quite used to Anna's makeup, so like, I don't need to experiment with anything. I just sort of put it on, so that's an hour. But some characters can take up to 2 if you're like doing them for the first time. So Ariel for the first time, you're like, you don't know how.
We do have makeup guides and stuff, but like getting ready from like start to finish, like we restyle the wigs before every event, every time they get worn. So like Rapunzel takes hours to style before every time she gets worn.
Yeah, crazy.
And like when I do Evie, I do like the whole face transformation, because playing like live action characters like Hermione and Evie, you have to like put in a lot of work into your makeup, because you have to make yourself look like a person, not like an animated character. So that takes quite a while. Getting into costume takes like 15 minutes at most. Not even that, 5 minutes to just put on a costume. But the makeup takes a while. The wig styling definitely takes the most.
Yeah, that is the longest.
That is the longest.
Most time consuming.
What's been the one thing that keeps you motivated?
There have been times like, so there have been times where you're like, oh, like, feels like we're not really getting much out of it, or I feel like they're bored of us, or I don't want to do this anymore. You had that moment today, actually, didn't you? Yeah, but like, I mean, like, months, like, sometimes you, like, go really up and then, like, you get no bookings and you're like, well, why am I doing this then?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But, like, when you don't do something in such a long time, then you go back. So, like, today, for example, you realise why you love it so much and why you have been doing it for so long.
I see what you mean. I also, like, last Christmas was just horrific for me, because we were planning a Christmas ball for the company, and we were also working literally every day as Anna and Elsa, and it was freezing. We were like going around the town with Santa every day of the week in the cold, in the dark, and like my depression had never been as like that bad, I don't think, ever. And I never thought that like work would cause that, but it just got overwhelming. Because
it was your like escapism, like happy place, and then it just.
But then we took a small break, so renovate the company and stuff like that, and like now I'm getting back into it,
and you're like, well, this is why.
Yeah, and another thing that keeps me motivated is like the industry itself, like seeing how the industry evolves, how the standards are always going up, and the competition's always going up too, and also like the fact, this is a bit negative, but like a lot of other people in the industry have been really horrible to me in the past few years, and like their negativity pushes me to be better. I'm a Slytherin, and I like revenge by doing better than someone that's horrible to me. So like, as negative as that sounds, that does motivate me a lot. And also just my love for the princesses. Yeah. I would be incomplete without them, especially Anna and Elsa, like with me and you. They've like become part of us entirely.
Yeah, wouldn't be the same without them.
Definitely. I think that's it. I think that's all the questions.
Wow.
That went by quick.
They do go by quick.
Thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, we can do like a more thorough...
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. And we can bring in some of the other girls. We have like a whole company of people. Yeah. We can bring in some of the other girls. You can ask any specific questions you like about the job. Some of the questions that I got, I'm going to do like full videos on. Like I'm going to do a full video on like how I got into it. I'm going to do a full video on like my worst and best experiences, stuff like that. But yeah, if you enjoyed us rambling about being princesses, please give a like and leave other questions below, because we would love to answer more. We love sharing our jobs, because it's a kind of a job that people don't understand. Yeah, and I think the idea of doing this series about it will like educate people more and make people take the princess performing industry more seriously. Yeah. Because I don't know, I think it like affects the industry as a whole, especially party princesses. Like there's a lot of negativity about it. Like I get comments all the time about like, oh, you're infringing copyright, when like we don't do anything illegal. We have got all the insurance, we don't break copyright laws, we've like looked into it. I think people don't take this seriously, and I want to like educate the world about that. So if you want to see more, leave suggestions for princess related videos, questions, anything you like. And if you want to subscribe, I do so many princess videos. We do ones where we go out and vlog as the princesses, we do day in the life, and Disney parks, Disneyland Paris vlogs. So if you're into that, subscribe. And Chloe is pretty much always here, so yeah, if you like Chloe,
I'll be a lot more of me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.